And one of the chief roles of pastors is to teach and instruct the flock. We're to show you the way of the Lord. We're to point you in the right direction. We can't force you to do anything. We can't control the way you live your life, but at the very least we can and we must point you in the way of the Lord. But although part of our job is to instruct, don't misunderstand. Godliness is never measured simply by how much you know. Godliness is not a measure simply of how much you know. Knowledge itself is not your final destination. The destination is not learning, but living. The destination is Christ-likeness, knowledge, and instruction. They're the locomotive that takes you there. They're the engine that drives you. All the data and the doctrine swirling around in your mind, they should just combust within you and propel you toward Christ-likeness, because that's where you're headed, toward being like Christ. Last week from Philippians, we studied the importance of the mind, of right thinking, of being thoughtful. In Christianity, it's very much a religion of the mind. It's a thinking religion. But it's not only a thinking religion. More important than learning and knowing is doing what you've learned and acting on what you have known. Buddhism, for instance, very much a religion of the mind. It's all about thinking, not so much about doing. Catholicism, pretty much the opposite. It's a religion of the hands. It's a lot about doing, not so much about thinking. But Christianity is both. It starts in your mind and it leads to the hands, to what you do. What you think, how you think, what you learn are all extremely important. Renewing the mind is important, but one of the reasons renewing the mind is so important is because it leads to a renewed life. And it leads to renewed practice. Changed minds should lead to changed lives. And so it's such a good follow-up this week to last week. I think many today have it backwards. Or maybe not so much backwards as just incomplete. Many today believe that once they've learned enough doctrine, they've arrived. They're godly, mature, righteous Christians because they know a thing or two. But like I said before, godliness is not merely a function of how much you know, how much you can cram into your mind. Knowing must translate into action.